Hi guys, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm just here to bring you a few goodies that are going in my shop. So they'll be in there obviously to coincide with the video going up. I've had quite a few requests lately for more kits and the potluck paper packs and things like that. So this is a combination of those kinds of things. I have got a few people on lists, so they will be being contacted. So when you click the link to my shop, you know, the items may be there or may not be there depending on whether or not obviously people have already purchased them, but if they haven't, obviously they will be in the shop. So right, where to start, because obviously there's quite a few to get through. So I've got 4 different things going on here. So I'm going to start with this one. This is the potluck paper pack, one of my potluck paper packs. It's this just cute pouch, just made with scrapbook paper and just decorated quite simply, and with some lace stapled across the top. And included within the potluck paper packs are just 10 random, you know, potluck paper pieces. So what I mean by that is they're not coordinated to be used in the same journal. Of course you could use them in the same journal. I mean, I personally wouldn't, but you know, you could. But they're not potluck as in you don't know what you're getting. This kit is the one that will be in my shop. You would be getting this particular potluck paper pack. So the first item is here, a little cluster. This is made with my Birds of Spring, Spring Birds kit. And it's just got some lace and a little button and things and some sheet music. So that's that piece. Here we've got a little, what I would use as a little kind of tuck spot on a page. I would just glue it round on 3 sides. And have it like that with something slotting in. It's got some lace trim and some pearls at the top. Excuse me. Excuse me. I haven't sneezed all day, and then for some reason I switched the camera on. Within 2 seconds I'm sneezing. This one I would use as a top-loading corner pocket, so up there like that, and you would obviously slot something in from beneath. Again, it's got some lace trim and various things layered up. It says the word treasures, and it's got a little flower there. This is one of my large paperclip pockets. This one, I think I did actually make this in the tutorial for doing the large paperclip pockets. So again, it's some of my collage paper, and then it's got various things layered up, lots of lace and things, and the word successful on there. And obviously in the top is just a very large, or you know, quite a good size anyway, pocket. And you've got there the large paper clip to, you know, clip it on to the page. Not that I can do that around the tripod, but there we go. So like that. Then the next item is a fold up flip. So you've got here, again, some of my collage paper. You've got various things layered up. This is stitched on there. You've got some bling, this lovely clock here layered onto some lace, and then you've got a flower, and then you've got here some lace at the top. And when you open it, you've just got some coffee dyed paper inside and the word serendipity there. Here, this is one of those Patricia Viramonte style pockets. Again, it's those Birds of Spring or Spring Birds pieces from the kit there, and you've got some really pretty lace. This is some lace that I've kind of dyed blue, and then here you've got it's the little things, little sentiment down there, some bling here, and a little bow going oops to the side. So that obviously has a pocket there. It's been stitched on the sewing machine. Then this one here, this is a corner tuck spot. Again, I would glue it down on 2 sides, sorry, and then you've, you know, got your pocket here. And again, you've got various pieces layered up. You've got some pink bling and a dyed flower there. This one here is a little paper clip. It's got some lace at the top, some flowers. Excuse me for knocking the tripod. The word here, create, and it's one of those kind of medium-sized paper clips. So that would just clip onto the side of the page like that. Then here you've got one of my fold-out booklets. So you've got a pocket in the top here where you could obviously pop a journaling card or some ephemera. And then you've got a pocket on the facing page just with a couple of my cigarette card pieces in there. A little flower and a cigarette card there just for kind of continuity. And then on the front you've just got here this lovely cigarette card lady with some lace and a flower. It's all been inked up. You've got some stamping. It looks really nice and grungy. And then the final item in this potluck paper pack is this envelope piece. So on here you've just got kind of a collage of items really going on, and some lace and a little tag here that kind of is moving, you know, movable. Little tag there, help with Brad. And then you've got a butterfly and a flower. Little ticket. It's very rustic and grungy. You've got torn pieces and things, and then you've got some lace at the top and some bling. And then on the back it's decorated up as well, so you've again got the envelope piece, and then the flap just tucks in there, so you could just kind of move that around in your projects. And you've got a vintage postage stamp on there as well. Lots of stamping as well. So that's the potluck paper pack that's obviously available in my shop. So that's item number 1. Item number 2 is one of my kits. So this is like a full-size, well, yeah, like a full-size kit. It's not one of my ginormous ones, but it's a good size. So the theme of this one is blue items, or, you know, bluish items. So this comes in this beautiful pouch that I just made. I've layered up some bits on the front. You've got some lace trim, vintage sheet music, bit of doily there, lots of stamping around the edges, and then on the facing, or the other side, sorry, you've got here a little paper pocket made with some vintage sheet music. You've got some lace trim and some vintage ruffle, not vintage, sorry, some coffee dyed ruffle. And then held on with a bulb pin, you've got here a little bow, you've got a little flower, and then you've got one of my postage stamp charms, which has obviously been put onto chipboard. It's a vintage stamp put onto chipboard, inked and glossy accented. And then tucked in that pocket, this is that hinged piece that I did in my 3 in 30 alphabet challenge. Lots of people liked this piece, so that's, you know, that's included in this kit. And it just obviously ties up here with the string. I'll just tie that there. And that just goes into that pocket. And then here inside, whoops, you've got a little kind of fold out booklet thing with just some scraps of paper. And this has been made from some coffee dyed paper, and then you've got various things layered up on there, and some vintage sheet music inside, and then on the back you've got some sheet music, and then a little image there as well, so nice and grungy. Then you've got here that little envelope. Again, I think I did this in my 3 in 30 when we did the embossing, so that's that envelope. It's the tiny one with the gold embossed powder all around it. And then you've got a butterfly on there and a stamped image of a postage stamp and some script stamp and music sheet music stamp. This one is again another one from my 3 in 30 challenge. It's that index card piece. So on the front we just tucked in a little piece there like that, and you've got the tracing paper with the stamped bird. And obviously that's a pocket in the side, so you can just move this around in your book. You've got some lace trim and some pearly trim there. Then there is a cluster, so this is, get it the right way up, some sheet music and some book page, some flowers torn from some scrapbook paper, and then a couple of vintage stamps and a flower with a pearl centre. And that's all glued together and could just obviously go somewhere on a page or on a tag. Then this piece here, this is just some buff coloured card, and you've got some of my fabulous flowers pieces here, some lace trim and some pearl trim there, a butterfly here with some you know, blingy flower in the middle, blingy flower here, butterfly up here with some bling, and then some script stamping in the background, and this vintage image here. And then I just popped in a stamped image of a postcard in like that, so it's a kind of tag within a tag. So that just slots in there. And then again, this is all been grunged up. It's kind of slightly torn and things, you know, so it looks really nice and vintage. It's been inked up a lot. So you could use that either as a tag moving around and journal on the back, or obviously, you know, stick it down on your page. And then finally you've got this jumbo floating pocket, which again we've layered up various things on the front, and we've got obviously some lace trim down here, the flowers on here, and some doily, and a big pocket in the side. And again, this could just be clipped on with a paper clip and moved around in your book. So that's those. And then here you've just got a paper bag. This is a paper bag that I've printed on, and within the paper bag, so I've inked it up as well and popped this vintage lady on there. And then within the paper bag I've popped in, this is the chipboard piece which I just painted and stamped, and then I've kind of inked it with some metallic paint. And then you've got various little pieces here, just all, you know, pretty little pieces that I just thought you could use in your journals. I mean, most of them do have blue on them somewhere. This one just has touches of blue, but I thought, again, you know, once it was inked up, it would complement it all quite nicely. And then you've got a little bow there as well. So that's the kit number 2. Okay, let me just pop all that to one side. Okay, and then item number 3 is this little folio slash kit. So this is a larger kind of selection, I guess. So it's bound with this vintage lace. This lace has been inked up as well, so it's all been, you know, distress inked, so it looks quite grungy. And then this is a folio made with some of my background papers that I sell in the shop, and then you've got a piece on the front, and then I just glossy accented this little kind of lock here. You've got some lace trim down there, more lace trim here, one of my button embellishments, and then here you've got a bow and some flowers here, bit of stamping, and then it opens like this. So inside, in fact, I'll just show you this first. You've got a tiny journal, and you know, I really do mean tiny. It's not got pockets and things like that. It's a very simplistic journal just for journaling, basically. It's not a bulky journal. It's, you know, it's just simple and nice, with just a selection of coffee dyed papers and a few touches of lace and things just here and there. So, you know, it's quite a simple one. It's just made with copy paper that I've glued together 2 sheets. So it's quite flimsy. It's, you know, it's just a simple little journal. And then you've just got some lace trim down there. On the inside of the front cover, I just did a pocket here, and then a little matching piece over there. And then I just did a little fold out piece here for journaling. And all I did was literally cut my Pretty Petals jotter sheets in half and just pop some lace on one. And then I folded it into thirds, so the lace kind of is like it's effectively at the top of a tag or something. And then you've got some lace trim down the side. So that's your journal. Now this is all very grungy. You probably noticed 1 or 2 of the pages are torn. Just find the piece again. Oh no, I can't find it. Anyway, I mean, there's a tear here. Here, this piece is torn and things. You know, so this is a very grungy little journal, really. Then going inside the folio, you've got here at the front a little fold out piece. So you've got, you know, it's all coordinated with these lovely background pages, and using pieces from my Belvedere fussy cuts. And then you've got some lace trim down here. This opens up, so you've got more journaling space here and a label. And then here, this is the closure, this piece here. And then again, you've just got some pages there for journaling. And then tucked in here, which is also a pocket, you've just got, again, some more just printed pieces that are just inked up. This is just a little flippy pad, oops, which I haven't stitched together yet. So I'll either stitch or staple that so it's attached. So that's that. And then you've got a copy of a vintage postcard. So that all just slots in there. And then obviously it closes like that. Then on this side, you've got a little fold up piece here. Again, more room for journaling, some layered up pieces down here and some lace trim. And then here you've just got a label, and then tucked in here, You've got a teeny tag, a little vintage postcard copy of with some lace trim, and then here you've just got a kind of A4 sheet that's been coffee dyed, and it's just folded into a, you know, a fold out piece with, again, a little journaling kind of piece here. So you've actually got quite a bit of room in here for journaling, but it's obviously not just in the conventional journal format. Then this is the back cover of the folio. So when you kind of turn it over, so obviously there was this section here, and now we've got this section here. You've got here another fold out piece, and you've got several sheets of paper in here for like a flippy type pad for more journaling space there. And then you've got obviously this for journaling space. You could journal on here. Then tucked into here, which is obviously a pocket as well at the back, you've got here a glassine bag, various things layered up. And then inside the glassine bag, oops, perhaps I didn't put anything in there. I obviously forgot to put something in there, so I shall just take one of these pieces to put in. Maybe that went in there. So here you've got a little journaling card. We're going to pop that into the glassine bag. I knew there was something in there, and yeah, obviously when I then put it all together, I obviously took that out. So that just tucks in there. And then on this side, again, you've got a pocket here, and then tucked into the pocket, so you've got various bits layered up there and some lace trim, and you've got a journaling card here, and then you've got, again, a sort of skinny journal-ish. I mean, it is a journal, but it's obviously, you know, it's pretty small. It's, again, not decorated up. It hasn't got pockets and things like that. It's just a simple little journal, really. So, I mean, overall, you have got quite a lot of journaling space, as I say, in this folio. It's just not put together in the conventional format of, you know, a journal as such. So that's those items there. Now, the final item I might have to do another video for, because my camera switches off after X amount of minutes. So it's only got 10 minutes left, and I'm pretty sure it's going to probably be longer than 10 minutes to show, you know, the rest of it. So I'm going to have to do this one separately. Yeah, if that's okay. So all of those other items, as I say, they're all listed in my shop. And I will be back, obviously, with the other selection of goodies. So thanks for watching, and see you in a minute. Bye.